For the first time, the eldest child of Ruby Franke is sharing her version of events leading up to her mother's arrest. And today, Shari Franke released her book, which is titled The House of My Mother, A Daughter's Quest for Freedom.
News specialist Shelby Lofton breaks down the new revelations from her story. Shelby?
I read Shari's entire story today, and she always refers to her mom as Ruby in the book. She never mentions her underage siblings by name, writing that they can share their story if and when they want to. Her book really covers a lot of the gaps in the story we've been covering since August of 2023, when her two youngest siblings were found malnourished and severely abused inside that Ivan's home.
I was scared of her for so long.
Shari Franke, daughter of mommy vlogger turned convicted child abuser Ruby Franke, is sharing her side of the story for the first time. In an interview with Good Morning America, the 21-year-old remembers abuse before counselor Jody Hildebrandt came into her family's lives.
Ruby was really physical, like, whether it was like a slap to the lip or a slap to the cheek.
In her book, The House of My Mother, Shari recounts the time her brother Chad was disciplined after he cut off a lock of her hair. Ruby had buzzed a thick, uneven stripe down the center of his head, leaving him with a harsh reverse mohawk. Maybe next time you'll think twice before you decide to play barber, she remembers her mother saying.
When she met Jody, that kind of stopped.
Shari says the discipline became psychological when then licensed mental health counselor Hildebrandt started therapy with her family. Shari became heavily influenced by Hildebrandt at one point, but when the counselor moved into the Franke's family home, forcing Shari out of her own bedroom, she was wary of her teachings.
The vibes that I was getting was that something was strange between them.
Shari describes Hildebrandt as a repressed, self-loathing, deeply damaged woman trapped in an environment in which she felt compelled to conceal her true nature. When Kevin is asked to leave the family home and Shari says she was disowned, she says neighbors would call voicing concerns about her younger siblings being left alone for days. Shari called authorities multiple times. She says a Utah law passed in 2018 made it hard for agencies to investigate neglect cases. The Child Neglect Amendment allows children to walk to school or play in a park alone, but Shari says it's vague, having unintended consequences. She was told the district attorney said there was not enough hard evidence of abuse. When a neighbor called her in August of 2023, reporting police at the family's house, Shari imagined the worst. Quote, tiny body bags being carried out of my mother's home. Her siblings were found alive but seriously abused. Shari says she's not sure how sorry her mother is.
What she has done is so bad that I don't think her mind allows her to kind of fully comprehend the guilt of all that.
At the very end of the book, Shari says that her mother wrote her a letter, and in it she says she only apologizes for not spending enough time with her before Shari went away to college. She says that letter and letters sent to Kevin have gone unanswered. Shari says she's going to live her life privately now. Back to you.
All right, Shelby, thank you.